Hello, my name is Monique Pascall, and I am an educator at Afiwi Group School. I'm passionate about moving. I'm passionate about teaching and building community with people that look like me, that feel the same way that me, that have similar backgrounds, similar cultures, all of that. I started as an assistant when I was 17 years old. I assisted for about 2 years, and then I was promoted to full-time teacher. And I've been teaching for the past 8 to 10 years. I teach 3 different disciplinaries, Malinke West African, Afrobeats, and Afro-Caribbean folk. I think my sense and search for community really fuels what I do here. I think it's very important for youth to have a support group outside of the house, outside of school, to just know that there's people like them that they can fall back on, listen to, experience things together, get stronger together, and just build trust, bonding, and a new safe space for them. We're always working on confidence. We're always working on teamwork and listening to each other. I think with this showcase, it's going to really show them in the story how to be that rock to lean on each other with, and to help each other figure out who they can be and how they can influence them. So for me, building that sense of camaraderie in the class, with dance, with movement, with acting, with performance, I think that's extremely important. The theme I am means to make a statement. It means to stand firm in who you are, stand firm in your choices, stand firm in your decisions, regardless of mistakes, and perseverance. My father is a dancer. I come from a family of 2 artists. My mom is also a singer. And so it was just something that was always around me. My dad was my first dance teacher, and he taught me Caribbean folk. And that was kind of my introduction to dance. And from there, as I was growing up, my mom was like, you need to do more. I feel like this is too easy. We need to do more. And from there, I got exposed to other dance styles, and I went to a dance studio. So that kind of spearheaded my love for dance. It's actually a really funny story. So originally, during civics and careers in grade 10, I said I was going to be a dentist. A dentist. I hate teeth, and I don't know why. I don't like to be in people's mouths. I don't like health and blood and everything. So, but I wanted to be a dentist because dentists make the most money. And grade 11 happened, and it didn't go the way I wanted to. Grade 12 happened, and I was like, I need to get into my program for life sciences. And I did advanced functions, calculus, bio, and chemistry, all in the same semester. And I dropped 2 of those classes, and I said, well, I guess I'm going to school for dance. And that was kind of my realization. I think that everything was removed out of my life that wasn't necessary. in terms of stress, and it just guided me more to the arts, more to the arts, more to the arts. And I was excelling still in all of my other classes. So to me, that was just a wake-up call. Maybe this is, like, you know you want to do it, you know you're not gonna stop, so maybe just go ahead full throttle. And from then I knew I wanted to make a career out of dance when I came out of school and teach and tour and explore everything that you can do with the arts. I'm trained in a few, starting with Caribbean folk. From there, I went to hip hop and jazz, tap, contemporary, ballet, acro, and then some people consider musical theater a dance form, or possibly a dance form, and West African traditional dance styles. They like to call me the disciplinarian of the group of teachers here at Group. And I wouldn't say I'm strict, but once I see potential, I know it can be attained, and we just gotta make sure that we're repeating it in order for us to gain success. So I'm a repeater and the disciplinarian, but we have fun. I should talk about this. Okay. So, thankfully for me, I grew up in a very diverse area in Toronto. I had Black people, white people, Indian people, like people of all color just around me. So there wasn't really a point where I felt singled out until the older that I got and the more I furthered my education within dance. It tends to be very Western and very Eurocentric, and my body didn't fit that in terms of how I naturally wanted to express myself through dance. It still doesn't, and I've just chosen to kind of pursue something that comes naturally to me and I gravitate to naturally. So definitely the wake-up call of, exploring the institutionalized dance forms. I definitely felt alone, not good enough, not accepted with the body that I was born in. Having the multiple outlets that I've been blessed to experience and explore, the opportunities that I've had, even though being in certain institutions growing up with my dance training, I was still exposed and still focusing on my cultural expression as well. And having that outlet of being around people that I'm comfortable with, that get me, get my struggles, get my accomplishments, that was the only way I was able to still feel comfortable with my dancing and my expression. And then also having a really supportive family who just love the arts and love culture, and making sure that they really instilled that I wasn't afraid to express myself, talk about my accent, or talk about my food, the food that I like, and the activities that I like to do that are cultural that most people don't really get to experience in Toronto. Having that fundamental practice instilled in me really helped me be resilient enough to not get consumed by the darkness of being singled out. "10 years, it's my 10th anniversary this year. I'm really excited. This is like my second home. So I'm still teaching my first students that when I first came to the school and taught. It's just amazing to experience. Afiwi actually just came to me naturally. Um, I had a few friends that were already assisting in the school, and they were like, "We need more assistants. We need more dancers." And I think this would be a good fit with you based on my training and the things that people were starting to see that I was gravitating to, which was Afro diasporic dance. And so I remember coming to the studio, my friends introduced me to Miss Sanaj, and I stuck through it, and I enjoyed the camaraderie of the studio, and it felt like a safe space in another place near me in Durham, that I can, build that foundational community for the kids and like the youth that live around the city. I think as an active member of society, like it's my due diligence to make sure, regardless of blood or whatever ties that we have, DNA, that I'm making sure that the next generation has knowledge and history and pride and appreciation in the things that came how many years before them, and that they still continue that legacy and evolve it as they grow, and the cycle will just continue. Be disciplined, fighting through it, making sure that you can always find a way out of any situation. It's never the end of the world. It might be hard now, but it's always going to get better in the end. It's rooted in community. Um, this is our family. This is the way we express ourselves. This is the way we create joy. It's just important. It's another outlet of living life and not having just that drab outlook on life that we just gotta work and there's no play. Dance promotes self-confidence because it's a learning process. We never all start being confident right away in anything that we do. We always have to take time to learn something, and when we finally get through that, we know that we can persevere. Dance promotes discipline because without organization and discipline, life can really fall apart. And making sure that your mind is headstrong enough to get through any activity, regardless of it being physical, mental, emotional. For mental wellness, you can walk into the studio and just leave your problems at the door and find ways to physically exert whatever frustrations or negative thoughts that you could have gone through in your day, allowing your body to release energy in a different way to manage your emotional well-being, your thoughts. I feel like it's a second nature to me, like it's another language. It's the way I communicate, how I'm feeling. It allows me to connect with music and art and sound and play with what that can look like through the body. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel beautiful. It makes me feel creative and expressive and just like the soft life that I deserve, but through dance. As an artist, my vision is to create. I just want to make anything. Like I have all these different dance styles that I can explore with, and you can see it through my creations, through my movement. When I dance, like the blending and the fusion of all these dance styles and how beautiful and like innovative movement can be. As an educator, I want to be like a sponge. Like I want to be the top mentor. I want to be a pioneer somehow, and making sure history and movement connect with each other. I want to be a practitioner of dance where I can just explain and find different correlations between countries and styles and how they all slowly influence each other, and the similarities and differences that we have, and how can we explore that? How can that help us? How can that hinder us? Yeah. Never give up. Find your lane. Explore your lane to its fullest. And don't let anybody tell you what kind of person or artist that you are, when you know what you like and what you want to do. Be very truthful, be very honest, be very real, be very accepting of who you are and what you do.